Now then, people, how are we doing? My name's Nick Bentley. I think most of you would have either seen me on the Telegram group or you'll know of me, some of you more personally. Great presentation, Judy. Very, very good. Now it's over to me. What will I be covering? So it's still all obviously about security, keeping our assets safe, but I'll be covering security best practices. Okay, I'll try and keep this within the 10 minutes, but I think that's going to be the hardest bit. So the first thing I want to mention is obviously this is like the boring side. The exciting side is making the money, seeing the investment, getting into the platform, Hexucation being the one that I'm involved with, that we're all involved with. This is, though, the security side is as important, but it's just not as exciting. You know, going out there and making our money with investments, however we do that with different platforms. But then when we get the money, it's how we manage it, how we keep it safe. And this is what I'm going to go through, hopefully over the next 10 minutes. I'll try and keep it brief. I think it might be a little bit more than that. So the first one I'm going to cover is a real basic one, public Wi-Fi. I like to just think of this as, you know, you've got your real money, what we're used to, the physical side. You wouldn't leave it in your car. You wouldn't leave it on a park bench. You wouldn't leave it hanging out of your pocket walking down a main city sidewalk. So this is the same thing. You've got your Wi-Fi at home, which even with your Wi-Fi at home is not necessarily fully protectable. It's not. You can still have people hacking in, and the government can still see kind of where your transactions are going, or where your IPs are going, or what IPs you're visiting. But public Wi-Fi is a no-go for me. You know, downloading attachments and unfamiliar URLs is just not good. You know, people that are on the inside, the hackers can look in and see your email addresses, all your details. So you might be thinking, well, if I'm out on holiday, or if I'm out, you know, where I've only got public Wi-Fi, we'll cover it now with VPN. You can get a VPN on your mobile, so it will disguise your IP address. We're going to go on to VPN. I've spent probably too much on that already. VPN is fantastic. Virtual private network, changes your IP, it's encrypted. Obviously, it slows things up, but it goes through an encryption to an IP address which you can choose all around the world, which I'm going to show you in a minute. There's two types of VPN. Obviously, your local VPN for like co-workers. We're not interested in that. We're on about the VPN that secures, encrypts, disguises your IP. The one I'm going to show you now is Nord. If I just bring my thing across from my other monitor, and I've connected already here. So basically, NordVPN, I think I've had this for 2 or 3 years. I think I paid something like $6 for 2 years, or $6 for maybe 1 year. It's near on free, absolutely worth its weight in gold. You basically connect to a country of your choice, and your IP is disguised. You clearly want to connect once you're up, so you don't want to now. You don't want to connect after you've got your web browsers. You want to put your get your connection up and then open up your web browsers, and then your IP is completely disguised. Obviously, like I found out, if you're connected to the German IP, or Portugal IP, all your internet will be in Portuguese, but you can obviously change that. So very straightforward, an absolute necessity for me. Hence, that's why it's high up on the list. So going to the third one, hardware keys. We've all seen and dealt with 2FA, which stands for two-factor authentication. I can never say that word. We've seen it with getting into platforms, emails, etc. You know, there's no such thing as 100% safety, but like with this, you've got your window of, like, I think it's like 30 seconds, maybe less, where you're not secured. So you can get extra layers of security. It's all about, it's like being an onion. It's all about having those extra layers. YubiKeys is great. I've put the website in here. We'll have a quick look at it now. Okay, here, YubiKeys. This is just a like a USB device, and it's just that one-time password again. So it's just another layer. So if you go to YubiKeys, I don't think it costs a lot. I'm not 100% sure, to be fair, but obviously it's going to be worth its weight in gold again. And this is just like a 2FA, but it's just that extra layer of security. Okay, so very straightforward. Then we go on to email aliases. I can never say that word. Disposable address generators. Okay, I'll look at an example, simple login. I looked at this last night because I've not really been aware of this, so this is quite interesting to me. A bit of a nerd when it comes to things like this, to be fair. But this basically sends your real email to an alias email, then to your sender. Again, just protecting who you are, where you're from, and kind of your whole IP address. So if we go to simple login, which is here, I've been 5 minutes already, guys. And self-explanatory. It's an alias email that it interacts with, and it just keeps you completely, what's the word? You can't be seen. So again, really, really important. Okay. Next one, we go on to ad blockers. So basically, ad blockers, when you get ads coming in, they're possibly phishing for your emails. There could be sort of, potent lists of malware sources, and this just prevents these ads coming in. Also, ad blockers can slow up your connection, but you're going to be that bit more secure. uBlock Origin. This is free, and again, it's free, which is great. This is an add-on extension, and it just stops those horrible ads coming in, which could be full of anything, malware, viruses, and all sorts. Okay, and that's just a simple, straightforward Chrome extension or Firefox extension. Have a look on the website. It's really straightforward. Okay, so this is really interesting and exciting. No, but it's just joking apart. It's mega, mega important. So there's the ad blockers, number 5. Number 6, privacy-focused web browser. There's another one I learned last night, and I'm going to definitely be doing this. Tor. So it's a private browser that, again, you interact through. Okay, the web address is here. Okay, and we'll just go to that. uBlock Origin. Is this Tor? There we go. So this is a Tor browser. So basically, Tor browser uses the Tor network, its own network, to protect your privacy and anonymity. Using the Tor network has 2 main properties. Your internet service provider and anyone watching your connection locally will not be able to track your internet activity. Mega important, including the names and addresses of the websites you visit. Mega important. The operators of the websites and services that use and anyone watching then will see a connection coming from the Tor network instead of your real internet IP address. Just like your VPN, they're all doing the same thing, but it's layer upon layer upon layer. And as you can see, I'm sure that's why the onion is in Tor, which is fantastic. So go to that site, guys, and download it and work from that browser. How long have I been? 49, 7, 8, 9, 7 minutes. That's not too bad. So that's that. Then we go to DNS filtering services, which is the websites there, Quad9. This again is free, fantastic. We'll go to Quad9 now. Free service that replaces your default ISP again, or your enterprise domain name server configuration. When your computer performs any internet transaction that uses the DNS, and most transactions do, Quad9 blocks lookups of malicious host names from an up-to-the-minute list of threats. This blocking action protects your computer mobile device. So, again, it's your mobile device that you need to be concentrating on, because we're all working from our mobile devices. So it protects the malware, phishing, spyware, and botnets, and it can improve performance in addition to guaranteeing privacy, which is what it's all about. It's a Swiss-based company, Quad9, some great reviews, some great, basically high reviews. They've been going a while, and they provide a safer and more robust internet for everyone, and that's what we're after doing. So again, this is free. Access this website, which I've shown you here, and have a look and do your own research. So I'll probably rush this now. We're going to finish off with offline cold storage. I need to get myself one of these. I've been looking for ages, and I just need to make the move. And this was covered by Julie, I believe. But I mean, cryptocurrency is digital. It's not physical, not like our sterling, not like our money. So, if you're having money built up on, even though it's a non-custodial wallet like MetaMask, um, Exodus, Trust Wallet. You'd be silly to have too much money left in there. Why? Why would you? But you might think, well, how can I get it out? If I don't transfer it into sterling or whatever your currency may be, how do I physically hold on to it to take it away and it to be offline? Well, you can use these examples here: Trezor, Model T, Ledger Nano X, and KeepKey. So it's just like a USB, goes in the side of the machine, and you can download, transfer your cryptocurrency onto that USB, and then actually take it out of the computer, and you've got it as cold storage. Mega, mega important. Don't, forget. You might get excited, I'm making this much, or I'm doing it every week, money's coming every week, and forget how this is building up. You're always leaving it as a target for hackers to get. However secure you may be with your layers of VPN and your simple logins and your email aliases, it's up there for the taking. Take it down, put it in your cold wallet, and take it away. I think I've said enough, guys. Any questions with what I've said, what I've mentioned, what I've spoke about, please message me in the chat on our Telegram group, Hexucation Early Funders, and I can get back to you and answer your questions. And I'll hand you over to Carol to finish off. All the best, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this. Hope this has been educational, and we'll speak soon. Take care. God bless.